Right guys, welcome back to another episode of the Schalke Career Mode. Today is another one of those episodes. It's kind of a filler episode. There's nothing special going on right now. We're waiting to get further into the Champions League games. We're also waiting to get to the January transfer window to possibly make one or two signings. We don't know what we're going to do yet. So it's like that time of the season where you're just playing so many games. And obviously each game is just as important as another. I want to show you every single game I play. And this match here against Hertha Berlin, I was actually playing a slightly weaker side. I tend to do this during the league actually because I know I'm meant to be trying to win the league, but I'm really focused on the Champions League, and I know I've got a big game against Man City in, I think it's about 2 weeks' time in game. So I needed to make sure that I didn't get any silly injuries. I was hoping to get DRAXLER back in time and things like that, and have, you know, my full strength squad to really go for the Champions League, because this is my final season and I won't be judged on my league position until the end. Whereas if I get, knocked out in the group stages of the Champions League, I could be fired. So in a way, it's worth risking it, I think. But you know what? This squad has so much depth. You just look at my reserves, you look at my substitutes. I could put up a very good, weak team, if you know what I mean. So that's exactly what was happening against Hertha in this game. And by the way, their stadium is the best in the game for me. I absolutely love this pitch. And I just love the shadows. That's what it is. It just looks so nice during the day. And this is one of those games where there's so many clips to show you. It would have taken way too long to actually show. But I could have literally shown the whole game. There was so much going on in this game. But the only thing that wasn't going on was actually goals. I wasn't able to actually get a goal. It was so frustrating. You can see the types of chances I'm having here. Look at Cavani going through on goal there. I would have put my house on him scoring, but I did something stupid and went for a chip shot and wasn't able to convert. But again, look, we're going up to the 45th minute here. Still no goals, although you've seen a minute worth of full chances, a minute and a half of chances. So really disappointing from that half not to be scoring a goal. But it was promising because I was all over them, I was getting the chances, and my time would come. Eventually you're going to score, right? You hope so anyway, but some class defending there. It comes out to Oper, who knocks it up to Cavani, plays a lovely 1-2. Now this is where Oper is better than Uchida. Just look how fast he is going forward. He just bombs it forward, and I always remember his debut goal for the club. And I've been trying to emulate that kind of run and finish since then, and I'm just unable to do it because he doesn't seem to have the right opportunities. That was destiny, that first goal he scored. It was meant to be, whereas trying to get another one didn't quite work out. But anyway, the second half wasn't as good as the first. We weren't able to score at all during that game, despite having like 10 shots on target. It's one of those things, and now we have to go into the match against Braunschweig, who are, I think, they're near the bottom, so not too good. And I was hoping to score goals in this game instead, kind of make up for the last game. Now, one thing I've been struggling with my Schalke career mode in general is actually converting. Last season, my goal difference wasn't as good as it should be compared to the other teams in the top 5. And the same is happening in this season. So really need to make sure I'm putting these chances away. And Volland is on hand to start this game off there. In the 10th minute, we're able to get our first goal of this game. And a very nice goal indeed, because it's a very, very difficult finish to do with 2 players in the way, including a goalkeeper. He could have easily stuck a leg out and saved it, but he put it through the defender's legs. I mean, come on, that is just cheeky. Really nice finish. And yeah, it did make it 1-0, but they were coming back into this game trying to get their own goal, and then this happens, just a lapse of concentration in the defence, and it's just, yeah, I'm going to score with Batshuayi there. He's just, as soon as he gets to full pace, he is unstoppable. He really is, guys. And to have that rotational ability between Cavani and Batshuayi, it's working wonders for me. It really is fantastic to have both there. And I had to show you that little pathetic shot they had. It made me giggle in real life. Just like, I'm absolutely pounding their arsehole right here. I'm dominating them. And they get one little pussy shot like that. But actually, they weren't too bad. They were getting back into the game a little bit towards the half-time whistle here. And they almost got a header on goal there. But my defence was solid. And you know what? This team is so strong that I don't know which part of my team is the strongest. Is it my attack? Is it my midfield? Is it my defence? I'm really unsure. I think my defence has some really, really good players, and so does my attack. Look at this goal though. Oh man, from Volland. He has been scoring so much recently. I don't know why he hasn't grown into maybe the 81, 82, 83 kind of overall. He's still 79. So I was wondering if you guys could leave a comment. If any of you guys have bought Volland in a career mode, how quick does he grow? Because he's not growing for me. I don't know what it is, despite having some incredible performances from him, and he's one of my top scorers. So it's a real weird thing that it seems like he's a bit glitched, but he almost sets up Batshuayi with a spectacular scissor kick there. Very close, very close indeed. I don't think Cavani would have done any better really, so unlucky not to score. And we get into the last moments of the game here, and we don't concede. So we get a clean sheet, and we win 3-0. So I made up for my mistakes in the last game for not scoring by getting 3. But here's the good news, guys. Draxler is back from injury just before the Champions League group stage match, which is fantastic news. He's still not 100% fit, obviously. We need to get his fitness back up and his energy. But hopefully that will happen in the next few games. I wanted to give him a start in this match. He did actually have full fitness before this game, so I thought I'll give him at least the first half, and then we'll play him fully in the Man City game. I'll tell you what, to have Draxler back just puts this team to another level. Everyone is so high rated now. We're playing Mancien in defence as well, you know, another player that I wanted to bring in so I could rest others. And I'm just able to do so. And Mancien was actually a good signing. I'm very happy with him. For 15,000 per week, signing him for free was an absolute bargain, so I'm happy with that bit of business. But Draxler is getting back to business. As soon as he's back in the side, almost scoring goals there. Unfortunately for him, it does mean he's dropped down in the assists table. He was doing really well in that. Last season was one of the top assists as well in the league. But some pretty awful defending from Draxler there, almost giving away a penalty, which would have been a bit of a disappointing start to this match because it's not easy to play these guys. Very strong team. Xhaka is in the midfield, and I really do like him. So maybe someone I should be looking at in January. We'll see. But Gladbach are a good side. There's no doubt about it. Malapa up front as well. Man, he is such a beast. But you can see, again, this is just very much like the Hertha match. Just not scoring my chances, but having lots of them. And here is that replay of this defensive work by Draxler. Definitely not the strongest part of his game there. But luckily, Fairman was there to save the day. But Volland goes through on goal here and has possibly the worst shot I've seen this season so far. I don't even know what that was. It was so bad. And they started getting their own chances here. Look at that. That made me laugh as well because it was so... It was so unlucky, really. It just kind of... I don't know if it actually hit his arm or not, but he really should be getting his head on that, which was unfortunate for them. But fortunate for me. Still 0-0 at this point, and they looked like they were really likely to score, but I managed to grab this ball here in my defence and we just break. Luckily, miscontrolled there in midfield, and that leaves a massive gap for Firmino and Cavani to start running at them. Cuts inside there with a beautiful fake shot, and again, just like Batshuayi, once Cavani's gone, he is gone. You're not going to shrug him off the ball, and he's going to finish that every single time. What a great outside of the boot finish, and that finally meant in the 69th minute, we finally get the breakthrough we deserved. It was a really good game this, actually. Very tight, but out of all the chances, I think I had the most, and they were definitely the better chances as well. So Gladbach deserved to be 1-0 down at this point, I thought. Some poor control from Cavani there, which is quite rare, but of course he wins it back. I wish I carried on running here. I don't know why I stopped to pass it, but Kovacic with the shot there to Stegen, who's obviously gone to Barcelona, pulling off a great save. And now we're into the last few minutes, and at this point it was one of those moments where you just think, yeah, we're probably going to concede in the last minute here. Some last minute aids, 90th minute aids, and we almost concede a goal like we have done in the past where we just tried to clear it 20 million times, but the ball just keeps bouncing back and eventually they just stick it in the net because my goalkeeper's flopped on the floor. But at this point it wasn't happening for them. I still managed to keep them out. Mancien there doing his work. Losing the ball though, which was not good. And then I don't know what happens here. We just lose the ball from Hoga. And luckily enough, Mancien's in the right place at the right time there. And it's a great save from Fairman. But thankfully, they missed their corner opportunity there. They weren't able to score. And that was the end of the game. So we did actually grab the 3 points, which was a very tight clash. That was definitely a very difficult game. And for a bit of fun, I wanted to check out the potential job openings. And look at this, Real Madrid. I thought that was pretty interesting. There's no way I'm going to take it, by the way. Just thought I'd show you guys some of the offers I've got. But that is the end of the episode, guys. In the next episode, we have Man City in the Champions League. Don't forget, if you want to buy some coins, you can check out the gamekeys.co.uk. Link in the description. You can get 5% off using the discount code MGH. Please do leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next episode soon.